Hey YouTube, it's March 14th, 2021. I go over the crime blotters for a number of agencies, and I've got friends that listen to scanners, and we pass information back and forth to each other. It can be beneficial. I had a relative recently have an accident, and I had friends calling me like right after it happened to let me know that it occurred, even before I heard it on the scanners. Um, There's like a reoccurring thing that happens in Monterey. There's quite a number of people. I'd say plus or minus 20. Um, well, there's about 20 people that I recognize the names of that come up in like the Monterey Police Department arrest log. Um, and a number of them go back, say 6, 7 years or so, and you could go and pull up on the public portal with Monterey County, and you could see that they have misdemeanor, felony, active cases that were dismissed, civil cases, things like that. And I can also go to the clerk's office and pull that information up to get more information, more detailed information as to what the charges were. Monterey PD typically posts the charges that they arrest people for. But of say these 20 names, it's just like they get arrested, they end up going to court a few days later, depending on if it's a weekend or a holiday or whatever, and they get their court date, they're arraigned, boom, they're kicked out. They don't spend any time. And these people have repeated violation of probation. So if you have terms of probation, what are they? What's the point of having a probation department if people aren't punished or have to pay any penalty whatsoever for being on probation and then going out and violating the law? There are laws on the books that, if you commit a crime while on parole or so forth, then they add enhancements. What are the enhancements for these people that have 20, 30, 40 cases on the books? And in the public portal, each page for a person's name will have 10 different cases on it. And some of them have that many. I've seen as many as 10 pages on one person. And the person has been arrested, according to police officers, 122 times. And the time I was there, it was 123. I was reading the other day, there was a woman named Rochelle Danielle Montano. I went and looked her up, and she has a couple of cases that actually made the news. She was involved with 2 other people. She's in a vehicle. There was a baby in the car. There was a gun in the car. There were narcotics. There's evidence of identity theft, 19 cases of identity theft. Anyway, she was just arrested at 5 o'clock in the morning on the 13th on Helvick in Monterey at number 1 Helvick, which is the apartment complex. I think that's Del Rosa, across the fence from Navy Postgraduate School, and where the new Starbucks is located, where the old skating arena used to be. And she had burglary tools, violation of probation. But I find that she's from Livermore. So it's like, well, why is she here? I look her up to see if she has any other cases in Monterey County, and there's nothing on the books that I could find. So she is coming here from somewhere else. Of the list of 20 that I've come across that are just repeat habitual offenders, they mostly, as far as I can remember, are from other places. They're not from Monterey. They moved from the Midwest or up north or, wherever, but they're not from here. So why are they here? Is it because it's comfortable for them? And there's, if you're going to live a life of crime, live somewhere where, it's pretty easy to get by and do whatever it is you have to do. There are a couple people that I know on the street. I don't know how frequently they're busted, but I know that they are from here. But those are just people that are known to me. I know who they are through family or friends or school or whatever. But the ones that you see on the street on a regular basis, acts of violence, vandalism, burglary tools, possession of stolen properties. Mostly all of them have narcotics or alcohol charges on their records. violation of restraining orders, propensity for violence, possession of firearms, possession of imitation firearms, filing the serial numbers off of firearms, all kinds of crimes like that. And these people just keep getting pushed right back out into the populace. And you see them around downtown Monterey. You see them where the tourists are down on Cannery Row and especially around the wharf area, along the beach area. And then there's a certain level of insanity. One of the things that was important to me in the arrest of this woman on Helvig is that she had burglary tools. She's in an apartment complex. They probably have a community mailbox. If you have burglary tools like a pry bar or something, you're prying those things open, and you have past charges for identity theft. And any of you that have been through identity theft and trying to regain your identity and clear up things that other people have screwed up, you know how hard it is and how difficult it is to get through all that. My question is, how much pain and suffering does the public have to endure? At what cost do they have to waste their time, their resources, their money before municipalities like, say, Monterey or Monterey County in general do something about these criminals and keep them in jail, especially when they have case after case after case? They're tying up court time, they're tying up the police officers' time, the reports that these guys have to write, to then the next day they see the guy kicked out on the street again. I've seen people arrested twice in one day on the booking sheets, and you're kind of going, how in the hell does that happen? You get arrested at 2 a.m. and then get arrested at 10 at night or something? Anyways, if you would like to see videos along these lines, I'm going to post this picture of the woman who was arrested. I got it from another booking photo. She looks like hell. And I will start collecting the photos of these people from the jail. It's public record, and posting them up so when you see them on the street, you know who they are. If they come up to you and ask you for money or something, you'll know, oh, that's the guy that broke into so-and-so's car, or he's a burglar, or he's a thief, or he's a junkie, or whatever. And save yourself the time and the anguish and go to the other side of the street and get out of their way before they do some act of violence to you. Anyways, if you're interested in that kind of thing, leave a comment below, give it a thumbs up, something along those lines. I'm just trying to find something that I can do that will help the public in some way, shape, or form. Peace out.